Hello students, hope you people are practicing your chapter ratio and proportion. Today we are going to discuss about unitary method. Most important method in mathematics, it is the most important method. I hope some light over is there. Let me switch off the lights. Now I think it's better. So we are going to this unitary method. So what is the meaning of unitary method? As name itself define, unit means what the statement, what the problem is given. By using that problem, first we try to find out the given things in unit, then try to find out in your required number. This is known as your unitary method. Suppose it is given that cost of 4 pencil. It is given that its example, cost of 4 pencils equals to rupees 10. Now question asked to you, what is the cost of 7 pencil? This is your statement, given statement. Question asked to you that what is the cost of 7 pencil? Means cost of 7 pencil is required. Question asked to you, what is the cost of 7 pencil? So how you solve? We first try to find out cost of 1 pencil, then try to find out 7 pencil. So we can write down this statement. Since cost of 4 pencils equals to rupees 10, therefore this is the symbol of since, this one, 2 circle and 1 circle, 2 dot you can say, and this is the since, and this one is your therefore. This one is therefore, just opposite to since. Always remember this one. So therefore, again we write cost of 1, that is unitary method, cost of 1 pencil equals to, always remember that here more is given to you, cost of more pencils is given to you, and here we want to find out cost of less pencil. So in this case we divide this by this. It's always remember, if more thing is given and we are going to find out less number of thing, then we must divide. It's this amount of rupees. Now required one, cost of 7 pencil equals to 10 upon 4. It is a cost of 1 pencil and there are 7, so we multiply by 7. So it's a 70 upon 4, or we can say 35 upon 2 rupees. So this type of method, this type of process we do in our unitary method. I hope this thing is clear to you. If you are unable to see, just see this side, cost of 1 pencil and then cost of 7 pencil. It is given, we try to find out first this one, then it's easier for us to find out this one. So I hope concept is clear. Now let's start to solve some problems from your book. Okay, now let's start some problem from your book. In one of the question, it says that cost of 9 meter cloth is rupees 378. Cost of 9 meter cloth is rupees 378, and question asked you find the cost of 4 meter. Question asked you find the cost of 4 meter. So how we solve? First we try to find out the cost of 1 meter, then we find out the cost of 4 meter. So since cost of 9 meter cloth is rupees 378, therefore cost of 1 meter cloth is, so what I told to you, that if more is given and we are going to find out the less, so we must divide. So what divide? This amount, rupees, equals to 378 upon 9 rupees. We are not going to write a unit over here. We write down unit at the end. Now cost of, what is the question? Find the cost of 4 meter cloth. This is the question. Is equals to, it's a 378 upon 9 multiplied by 4. Now we always remember, we're not going to solve at this second stage. We solve at the final step. So it's simplify this one. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 6s are 18. Now it's clear. Now 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 6. It's a 42 into 4. Cost is your 168 rupees. 168. So that is, likewise you have to solve. Now move to the next part. In this book there is a question, in question number 3. It is given to us that cost of 5 pence is rupees 115. Cost of 5 pence rupees 115. Question asked to you just opposite thing. Question asked to you that how many pen we can buy in rupees 207. In unitary method, language play an important role. Always remember, what is asked by you, you must keep that thing at the end of the sentence. Clear? Here it is given that cost of 5 pen is rupees 115. Cost of 5 pen, it is given to you. I am writing over what is given to you. Cost of 5 pence is rupees 115. This is given to you, and question asked to you, in rupees 207 how many pen you can purchase. How many pen you can purchase in rupees 207 means what? In this question, number of pens are required. We are going to find out the number of pen. So that number of pen we keep at the end. So what is our statement? You can write down, since in rupees 115 we can buy 5 pens. Clear? We can buy 5 pens. So therefore again it is a unity method, so we convert this one into unit. Always remember, we convert always this side, left side, to unit. In rupees 1 we can buy how many pens? We always do a division, this divided by this one. So it's a 5115 pens. Clear? Now therefore what cost is given to us? In rupees 207 we can buy equals to, it's a 5115 into 207. It's a 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are. Clear? Now 3 is over here, 3 9s are, means 23 9s are. You can cross check, 9 3s are 27 to carry, 9 to 18, 18 plus 2 20. So we can purchase 9 pens. So this is your answer. The previous question is question number 1 of ML Agarwal book, and this is question number 3 of ML Agarwal book, what you are using. Clear? Now move to the next part. Now next question says that a transport company charges 5400 to carry a weight of 80 quintals up to some distance. What will it charges to carry 126 quintal of weight? Means what? For 80 quintals charge is 5400. Since for 80 quintals charge is equals to, it's a 5400. Sorry, you write down rupees now. 5400. So question asked to you, charge of carrying 126 quintal. Again we do the same thing. For 1 quintal charge is equals to, we divide this by this one, means it is 80. Leave I need not to divide over here. We divide at the last sentence. So for 126 quintal we can use this double dash na, equals to 5400 upon 80, and then it's a 126. I hope you are able to see this side. Let me check the video screen that you are able to see or not. Yes, enough is there. Now when you try solve, 0 0 cancels each other. It's a 4 2s, 4 3s. Sorry, no, not this one. It's this one. 4 1 ja 4, 14 is there. 4 1 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12, and 4 5 ja 20. Now 2 is there, 2 6 ja 2 3 ja. It's a 135 into 63. It is more than 5400. So try to find out in your rough side. It is rupees 8505. Okay, so likewise you can find out your questions. Yes, we are going to discuss one more question. It is question number 10 in this book. It says that Aman purchased 12 pens for rupees 156 and Payus buys 9 pens for rupees 108. Can you say who got the pens cheaper? Means we have to find out the rate, the cheapest rate. How you find? We try to find out the cost of one pen and then compare both the cost. So let's start. It's a question number 10 in this book. Let me draw some divider so that you can easily understand. First part, we are going to discuss about Aman's purchase. Clear? Give the heading for Aman. In your copy, you can use up and down because your copy's length is not too much wider. Clear? For Aman, since cost of 12 pence equals to rupees 156. Clear? Therefore, cost of 1 pen, we do the division, 156 upon 12. It's a 12 1 12, 3 get 12 3 36 rupees 13. Then this is for Aman. Let me check. Then if question asked, then Pius. So for Pius, it's a USH, I think. Whatever name it is, its name is there. So for Pius, since cost of 9 pence is equals to rupees 108. I hope you are able to see that side. Let me check. Yes. Therefore, cost of 1 pen equals to 108 upon 9. It's a 9 1 9 2 rupees 20 rupees 12. So question says that who got the pens cheaper? So from this and this we can compare that Pius got the less rate or cheapest rate. I think this one is clear. Now, today's last question is the last question of this exercise of my book. A bus travels 160 km in 4 hours and a train travels 320 km in 5 hours at uniform speed. Then find the ratio of the distance traveled by them in 1 hour. Means what? We have to find out the speed or find out the distance traveled by them in 1 hour, and then we try to find out we compare them, not try to find out, we compare their speeds. So let's start. This is for bus. Clear? For bus, it says that 160 km in 4 hours. So since in 4 hours bus travel equals to how much? Bus travel 160 km. Therefore, in 1 hour bus travel equals to 160 by 4. It's a 40 km. This is for bus. What about train? For train, since in 5 hours travel 320 km. Therefore, in 1 hour travel 320 upon 5, it's a 64 km. Question says that ratio of distance traveled in 1 hour, bus ratio train equals to 40 ratio 64. 40 ratio 64, and when we try to solve, 4 tens are 5 ratio 8. Clear? I hope all these things are clear. Try to complete your exercise 8.3 in fair copy, and in comment section just give me the number of the questions we discussed in this video of exercise. It's clear? In comment part, that is on the just below the video on the right hand side, give the number of questions from a book I discussed in this video, because in this video I have not mentioned any number. That's all for today. Thank you.